Matt, this early in the season, what's the biggest message you try to convey to your team as you get ready for your first scrimmage and, of course, the season opens next week?
Well, as we were just talking out here, a consistent effort among the girls from drill to drill, from practice to practice, them understanding that they have a lot of talent, but at the end of the day, if you don't bring that to every drill and every practice, you're just not going to be able to call upon it when you need it in a game. So just consistency and bringing consistent effort so far.
How do you get that consistency then, knowing, again, it's so early in the year?
Well, you try and rely on some of your players that have played varsity before, that have known what that feeling's like to be in that situation, so that's one. And two, you just got a lot of young people that are in new positions, or people maybe not completely young, but people that are thriving in new positions and are excited to bring it every day. So I think both of those, the competition and the experience, help.
You do have some missing pieces from last year, and you're trying to fit now new pieces in there. How's that work so far?
Oh, really well, actually. I mean, I think the expectation was there early. The girls knew what we were going to have. They knew what was coming back pretty early. It's not like it happened first week before school with some of those movements. So, it's been really good. The girls are accepting roles. They're accepting new positions and new challenges that are brought to them every day.
I know you as a head coach, you've been doing this for quite a while. You kind of know and get a good feeling from the team itself. What kind of feeling do you have from this team right now? Again, it's so early, and I hate to bring that kind of expectation up, but what kind of feeling do you get?
Well, exactly, because in one breath, I know that we only have two seniors, and that there's going to be those moments. But we're more excited than we've ever been about any team since I've been here, without a doubt. Because of the youth we have and knowing that a lot of them are going to be back next year, that's great, but we're thriving for right now. And they have that same attitude as well. And I think the chemistry we have combined with everybody's on the same page, nobody's just looking to go out and be this or that. It's all team-oriented right now, has been good for us. And I think that will help us throughout the season.
Now, the two seniors, there's always kind of that expectation. You put a little bit more on them. How do you think they'll handle that?
Well, I think one with Mirab Murphy, she's coming back to us after being out a year and not being on the team for a year. So Mirab brings an energy and excitement that's contagious and all the girls pick up on. So no pressure on Mirab whatsoever. She's out there and she'll produce when she gets the opportunity. Cassidy, finding some time with varsity last year and also on the JV a little, same thing. She's just excited to be out there. So I think that looseness helps carry throughout to the other girls.
You mentioned consistency earlier. What are maybe some of the other concerns you have this early in the year?
Well, one is health. We're carrying 10 on varsity this year, so it's important that we stay healthy and girls understand the challenge of playing 3 out of 5 sets in a day or playing those long weekends. Other than that, just, how we're going to come together and get through some of those moments where things aren't well. You never know how a team's going to get there till they're tested, so it'll be exciting to see when we get in that moment.
Well, you hit that last year, didn't you? I mean, the health issue was really a big, big concern for you guys.
Yeah, it seems like you get a little bit of it every year. So maybe we're in line for a real healthy year, and we certainly need it. But if not, like I said, Mirab Murphy, Cassidy Lamb, Ryan Spicer, Marissa Wigington will all be there ready to come in when needed.
Coach, you're going to scrimmage on Thursday, and it's always nice. And we talk about this year after year. Beating up on each other in practice is a little bit different than getting that first game experience. What will you look for Thursday? What are you expecting?
Well, we're looking to pick up on the obvious things that they see. I mean, there's a lot of things they see on the court, but they don't exactly move to on the ball. So hopefully what they see and what they call out, they move to. And at the end of the day, we want girls to be aggressive out the gate. We don't want anybody to be tentative. We just want to shake off some of that rust and get out there and compete. And I think if we do that, we're going to like our results at the end of the day.
It is a long haul. It is certainly a marathon, but you play a lot of games in that marathon. Your reaction to how this team, being young like they are, will respond to that because, again, you got to go to school, you got to get up in the morning, you got to go to class, you got to come to practice.
Well, they're young, but a large group of them with the 6 juniors, they've had to do this, and most of them on varsity for 2 years now. So that excuse ain't going to run much further, especially once we get out of the beginning of the season. But you're right, it is going to be an adjustment. They're going to have to adjust to that, and hopefully they'll depend on each other and lean on each other to help each other out in those moments and situations, and ultimately communicate with us if they need that help.